Hey Virgo, this is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. This is your reading for January 22nd through the 29th. You're up for it. You're up for it. You're up for because me, maybe you haven't watched me before, but I do the readings and it's kind of late at night actually. And I've been at it for a while. And I have Virgo rising. So sometimes before I do the Virgo reading, or I'm a Scorpio, I have Virgo rising, I'm Moon and Leo, right? So before I do any of those three signs, I'm always happy to aware because I always end up watching it during the week because I'm giving the message to you, not for me. But it's like you're up to the task. You're up to the task. And like as it came, I was like, you're up to the task. And I knew I was going to do Earth next. And I was like, well, obviously it's Virgo. All right. So that's my little mini message. It's like you're up for the task. Okay. Having that big Virgo influence, and it's my rising, but I also have what is it? Pluto and Uranus conjunct in the 12th house. Virgo is my 12th house, but it's also my rising because it's like 24, it's 26 degrees or something. And Virgo really saves me in a lot of ways because I'm very Scorpio. I have like three planets in Scorpio. And I had that Leo moon, which is like really fiery and really like, you did me wrong. Virgo kind of calms me down, but at the same time, Virgo can drive me crazy. I don't know where things are. And a lot of times, honestly, I don't want to know where things are. In my old apartment, I did, but I'm still not quite 100% used to this place. And we shall see. We shall see. I'm not really sure if I'm going to stay here. All right. All right, Virgo. What happens here? So we start with the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is really like a lovely card. It's like a gift from the universe. It's really lovely. It's a really kind of weird card. So a lot of people read this as past life, and I do too. But like this whole medieval village thing. It's kind of weird. It's such a weird card. Hmm. The more you're able to accept a gift, the more gifts will come. That's what I got. The more you're able to accept a gift, the more gifts will come. And the gift, so this, let me explain the card. It's a six, perseverance, but it's also this card of the past. It's a card of remembrance. It's a card of nostalgia. It's a card of like this energy of there's a naivete, there's a sweetness, there's an innocence to the card. So it's almost like a recollection or a memory of something sweet from childhood or something or it could be, it could be last week. It's this recollection of something like a cherished memory, like a cherished memory, right? And that helps you to persevere, right? It's like, oh, I know my aunt loved me. And she was so kind to me, and I'm still experiencing that. And with that, I'm going to say, it's part of my heart. And then I have the Five of Cups. So it's interesting. The Five of Cups, a lot of times, the five is change. So it's a change in emotion, but this is really the card of grief and loss. So like this is really sometimes this is the card of like grieving somebody who passed. Like that's what this could be. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you have this memory of somebody who's passed who was really sweet and kind to you. And and fives are also fives are change, but it's also I always feel like the fives, all the fives, it's this energy of like, what am I, what am I, what's my perspective? What am I concentrating on? Am I seeing the glass as half full or half empty sort of energy, right? Speaking of which, I need some water. All right. And I feel like there's an energy of like acknowledging the loss of a loved one, right? But realizing the gift that they gave you and realizing the gift that they gave you, right? And cherishing that and understanding that as opposed to like, oh, they're not here. It's like their energy is with you. The gift that they gave you is with you. Maybe not in the physical world, but on the inside. And then I have the Emperor, which is about stability, and it's also it's like the energy of Mars moving forward, and empowerment. It's like empowerment and stability. So it like sometimes like I've experienced a lot of death in my life. I really have. And sometimes I think of certain people that died that were my friends, and and I think of the good times, and I think of the laughs that we had, and I think of certain things that they said to me, or a certain way that they acted, or a certain, I don't know, energies that they, you know, and I really do feel like they're all with me, and they're all like root me on, like they're all root me on. They're like, go, you go, you know. It's good you're here, and it's good you're on the earth plane, and you just go with it. Like we're rooting for you on the other side, right? We always knew you had it in you. It's like that's kind of that's what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. In order to manifest whatever it is you want, bringing heaven down to earth, you have all the tools. You are eternal, understanding that, owning that. And also today I'm going to talk about, in this reading, I'm going to talk about, because I have a lot of going on with this card. He's wearing the Uberus around his, right? The Uberus is a snake that swallows its own tail. It's kind of very, that's the North Node, South Node, right? And it's the honor of cycle. It's understanding that things go around, they come around, they go around, they come around. And now that I'm in the middle of the cycle, it's like I might as well utilize all the gifts that I have and be here on the earth plane and create something because I have them with me. I received a gift. I'm going to utilize it because I'm the emperor. Now I'm getting all witchy, you know, and lead through it. Okay. The page. Pages. I don't know if he's my favorite page. Is he my favorite page? He's the one I understand the most, actually. He owns his passion. He's got an inkling of something new. It's a really fertile idea. And he has luck on his side. And he has this energy of like, I haven't tried this before. I'm going to try it. It's almost like, somebody in your past said, I think you'd be really good at teaching. And you're like, whatever. And then, all of a sudden you're sort of teaching and you're like, they saw something in me I didn't see myself. And maybe if I plant this, it'll grow. I mean, I already have the staff in my hand. Might as well put it in the ground. You know what I feel like with him? So the way one of my regular interpretations of this one is like he plants an oasis in the desert. And by chance, it happens to be on top of an aquifer. By chance, he happened to put in the entire desert, he happened to put it where there was water underground and the thing grows like a little bit like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And here's another one for you. Here's another one for you to begin something new. You know what it feels like? It feels like either, okay, well, okay, let me first go there. It's like, do I have to clobber you over the head? Feels like either this is a past recollection from another lifetime. I know. I usually don't go down that road, but I mean, I really believe very heavily in reincarnation because our energy is just too vast and we don't really understand it anyway. Not completely, that's for sure. Or there's like information that you got from somebody, a friend or a relative or somebody who's passed who, said, you have this ability and, have confidence in yourself. And I love you and I understand you. And I've listened to you and I'm still listening to you. And don't mourn my passing. Take the power and take the energy and take the strength that I exhibited, right? And understand that you too are eternal and that you can manifest whatever it is you desire, even if it seems odd. And I don't want to have to hit you over the head with this, but if I have to, I will. So that is my little message for you. If you'd like to watch the extended reading, it's available for members $4.99 a month. Please join me. You could watch all the extended for all the signs for the whole month. All right. Blessings.